Hello, I'm back. I got a couple commentaries to make today. One particular I have in mind is he called Justice in Black or White in Sports. Justice in Sports, black and white simple. Why I did this with this black and white video? Well, there's a couple things that happened in the last couple of days that I found very interesting. This versus is the white involves a black high school football player and a white professional golfer. Criminal situations, but somewhat related to some of the athletic endeavors too. I guess we'll start with the black football player. I guess you might know if you're from Detroit, J. Rue Campbell, fan of Cass Tech fame, and so maybe borderline infamy right now. It's so sad. He actually gets 57 days in jail with Sam, security guard, which I actually look at the video and realize that it was questionable at best that he did. What he did was okay, he reacted, and it wasn't. Security guard did antagonize him. He did stuff wrong he wasn't supposed to do. I don't think J. Rue should have got jail time. Now, on the other hand, Phil Nicholson, white, golfer, rich, lefty. You see, did some inside trade, but to really make that much money, and to be fair here, I'll be honest with you, now his case is starting to get pending. My issue with that is, if he actually did inside trading, fine. But I'll be honest with you, he's probably gonna do less time than J. Rue Campbell anyway. You know, he probably did that's illegal security trading. I don't even think he even did that. The dude makes too much money. I mean, it's like another Martha Stewart witch hunt going on here. Personally, I think the justice of the leader, that's to check everything black and white right now. It's screwed up. I guess content. I have a good friend of mine who's locked up now on some charges that I think is kind of iffy, and I hope maybe he might fight it. He might take a plea deal. He actually has a probation going on, and it caused some issues with that. But I really believe he's going to get out of this. It just may take a minute to process. I think his next court date is in a couple of weeks, you know. And then I remember another case of, I ain't going to go into me getting shot. I actually made that on my other channel. There's actually another situation. I had a gun pulled on me some years ago, and actually the person didn't go to jail. You know, that's supposed to Finosia show up. They didn't even go to jail. They got probation, and they were the first time offended. They were much older and knew better. So why can't J. Rue get that type of shake? I actually believe this. I think Kim Worthy's out to make a name for herself. I'm gonna call her out on that because she's trying to get in their political move in office, which is not a good idea to do. Don't use your 17-year-old boy because you see the situation he's played in for that. I think that's totally unfair. I think the judge was wrong to charge him for jail time. It was not as bad as you guys think. It wasn't teams on. He didn't jump on the guy and beat the guy up. The guy actually antagonized him to some degree too. So I really look at that as actually the security guard supposed to not been working for the company for the inside the school anymore after that, or even working at all for the company. Because that's just a whole messed up situation. So if you're gonna lock him up, then you need to make sure that security guard is not working in there. Because I don't think he really knows how to handle situations. He's not the right guy for the job. Back to lefty. Well, look here. Guys do illegal trading on stock market. I'm almost certain. I don't know the amounts, but I don't think it's nowhere near what he makes in endorsement and other deal. Like they try to lock Martha Stewart for $50,000 for a year. Come on now. This just is America. We gotta look at it in terms of black and white. And that's why I put it black and white in sports. It's sports and justice. I mean, literally. It seems like the more famous you are now, it seems like the harder they come out to get you. But to some degree, everybody say, hey, we're taking down the big guy now, the big, not so big and bad, but is it really fair? Is it really fair? And I get cases of my friend that is locked up on his little charges of good, and I think it's kind of serious because they're targeting him up to 20 years. Basically trying to defend his own house. Maybe he did a few things wrong here, there, how you handle the situation, but is that really worth 20 years of life? It's just kind of rough to put it out there. It's just like, come on. I think maybe America could really examine the justice system, number one. And number two, personally, I'll say it again, that whoever handled this case was Phil Nicholson, I think, trying to make a name for themselves. The same thing with J. Rue Campbell, with Kim Worthy. So I'm just saying, if you guys are going to go to the athletes, fine. Treat them fairly like you treat everybody else. And treat everybody else fairly like you treat them when they handle high-priced lawyers. That's all I got to say. That's my little bit of a rant about that. I'll see you later. Trust me, I got more. I'm not done yet. Love you all out there on YouTube, Facebook, and my friends and family who will see this video. Thank you very much.